So one of the really interesting research projects I've been working on for a while, we just had one of the big research papers come out, made it through peer review, and now it's available. We were trying to see how the timing of fire affects deer nutrition. And basically, if you burned in March versus April versus June, you know, how are we changing things in terms of when we have that nutrient pulse in the vegetation, and how does that relate to the needs of deer? You can see in this figure, we're basically showing you that you can burn, you know, we have a no burn, where the vegetation, that's just what it is without any burning, and then what happens if you burned in February versus April versus June. And you can see that if we really want to maximize the nutrient availability in that vegetation for deer that are lactating on that site, we would want to burn later in the season during June, where we get that huge spike during the lactation needs of the animals on that site, which happen to be in July at that site. So you can really think about that and fine tune, what are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to maximize that nutrient pulse for deer? It's ephemeral. So in other words, it doesn't last very long. It's before the end of the growing season, before it's already dissipated. Look at the February and April burn. It's already dissipated before lactation occurs. That doesn't mean you don't get any benefits out of the burning at that time. It's just primarily in biomass of plants and moving plants back in the reach of deer. Whereas the June fire, you might influence the community in terms of which plants are present, but also you get that pulse in the nutrient availability. And I can tell you from experience monitoring deer, they are going to take advantage of that. It's really a strong magnet effect, particularly when you time it just right. However, you may be limited in your context and whether or not the community of plants are even flammable at that time. So this is where some of that local knowledge and really understanding the fuels and what you're trying to do with fire play a big role in how you manage your property for deer.